Let's see here. Oh, it looks like we're live even though it says it's uploading. All right, here's our next test run. We're going to do live reads and to see if anybody gets on. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I'm just getting this. It's still not showing an image, which is strange because I'm uploading from Zoom, but whatever. Um, hmm. All right. If you're on, like. If you're watching a replay or live, share. And anybody has a question that you want me to ask, I'm actually going to go. Not showing it in my notifications, which is interesting. So anyway, let's see. I'm just going to wait here a little bit. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. All the craziness going on with timelines right now. I did read more on that, but I'll read more into that. Okay, so it's not showing me that I'm live on my own thing. Maybe I needed to subscribe to myself, but I'm literally in my thing and it doesn't show it. Okay. Yeah, so I think the last time, I don't know, when was the last time I went live? A long time ago. So this is last week and this week trying to figure this out again because it changed. It showed in your notifications. Thank you. I'm going to call you 121 because I don't want to say your name wrong. It's a 4. 121. Hi, thanks for coming on. So I'm just taking any kind of comments, somebody that wants me to read on something. That's what we're doing today. I still don't see it notifying me. So I don't know, can you subscribe to your own channel? Maybe that's what I need to do. I'm so lost. I apologize. So you're looking at a black and white screen. Not sure why, but Ellen. Hi, Ellen. I thought I recognized that name. I know I've seen it somewhere. Okay, so I've got 42 subscribers. Thank you so much. It's probably all people that know me. I'm hoping to get this rolling every week where YouTube will start to give me some traction or share it. So we are on here to learn about everything tarot. And right now I'm going to do live reads. So if you have a question you want me to read on, it can be about you personally or a world situation, whatever you want me to talk about. Otherwise, I can just talk and tell you what I've read on recently, I suppose. I'm gonna try to go in on my phone again and see what happens. So it looks like it's you and me, Ellen. That's all right. Just the two of us. I'm happy anybody's coming on. This is a brand new channel, so I'm amazed anybody's on. Okay, now I see it on my phone. Excellent. It just took a while. And 2 likes. Thank you for liking. Looks like it says 2 watching now. Thank you to both of you. All right. So Ellen, if you've got a question, I'll be happy to take it. I'm going to, I guess I could just stay looking at this screen because I'm not really sharing anything. Yeah, 2 watchers, so that's good. And I got 2 likes. We're doing good. I will be posting weekly. We'll have a card of the week. I've done Ace of Wands, Two of Wands so far, and you'll see the Trump or Triumph cards coming up as well in there, the suit of the archetype cards. And I'll be doing step by step, really fast learning the cards, super easy. And people are saying, oh, it's not easy. It's super easy. So I'll just keep building on those videos. And then I have pick a card videos coming. I have elder messages coming, which will be messages from the trees where I use a tree oracle deck and then I do telepathy with the trees. What else do I have on here? Seems like there was another category. Oh, and then I'll have some other topics that I will merge with tarot that we can learn, like feng shui, astrology, remote viewing. What else? My cat has something with his left ear. Is it serious? Okay, is he itching? I'm actually I'm going to get this double decker of cards out here. I've got two decks together of the Rider-Waite, which is what we're learning on this channel. And let's look at your question. We're going to go for about maybe 30 minutes here. And then I'm going to do a live on the other channel. I do feel like you need to take him maybe take him in and just have him look at it. I don't feel like it's a lump or anything or like cancerous or something like that. Oh, it looks itchy or irritating. Okay. And I kind of felt like, is it mites? I kind of feel like maybe it's mites. I wish you lived close to me. I'd give you some of the Sunrider, the fruit and veggie rinse. It can be used for so many more things. And I put that on a cotton swab and I get in my cat's ear real gentle. You got to be careful you don't injure them. Just get stuff out. But the itching or irritating, hmm. So I kind of want to switch decks because I didn't clear that one. I forgot. So let's just switch decks real quick and look at this again. So, okay, yeah, I don't feel like it's mites. Is it an allergy? Allergy to something? And I don't feel like it was scratched like by another cat or something. Um, thank you. I will look for it. Yeah, if you get some of that, you can get a little sample size for like 4.95, and it should be in most countries. Sunrider, RIDER.com. And I put it right on spider bites or poison ivy. Like if I have a breakout of poison ivy, just put it directly on there. Plus, it cleans the fruits and veggies, but it'll literally get rid of poison ivy within an hour, which is crazy because I get that really bad. There's a lot of other stuff too. I have another channel where I go into what it all does because I've been aware of the products for a long time. Let's go back to Kitty here. So I don't feel like he's been scratched by another cat and then have an allergic reaction. It feels like to something else. Um, wonder if that, yeah, I don't know if the vet is going to, they tend to give you stuff that doesn't work, but I would just have it looked at just so you know what you're dealing with. And then I feel like you'll be able to get rid of it. you will be able to get rid of it. But I don't feel like it's serious. But let me ask that question again now that I switched decks. Okay. I feel like have somebody look at it. I know it's a pain to go to the vet. Some kind of they make something for cats like a oh, what do you call it? Cortisone type of thing or something. I'm not wild about all that stuff, but it feels like there's something that will help. I don't feel like he's got anything else wrong. I'm just scanning him here. There might be a little bit going on in the intestinal or something, but it doesn't feel serious. But it's like, I don't know if he's got a loose stool now and then or he's having trouble or something, but it doesn't feel serious. It just looks like what he looks like today when I look at him. All right. Let me go back on my phone here to see if I can tell. Does this thing keep buzzing? Ah, it's annoying. Sorry if you can hear that. It's not opening. It's really bizarre. I'm going to go out and go back in. I don't know why I always have trouble with technology. It seems like I'm going to let's go back in. Looks the same. Looks like two people. So, any other questions? If not, I might go into what I was reading on about time because I know and I'm pretty sure all of you are feeling the screwball. Oh my gosh, literally like hang on, I'm going to turn off notifications because for some reason my phone is blowing up. I'm just going to talk about what I was reading on. So time has felt screwy for a while. It's been speeding up since the late 90s. And the Mayans actually talked about that when you're getting close to the end, time speeding up and stuff. And I thought, well, maybe it's not literal. Back then, I was thinking maybe it's not literal. Maybe it's just the cell phones. We can do things so much faster. Like I would get off work, go home, and then turn on the answering machine to see who called. And then with a cell phone, you can check it before you even get home. You can get like all kinds of stuff done in the meantime. That's back when you could drive and be on your phone. I would never do such a thing. Let's see here. So what I think is going on with time now, because it's even more crazy, and I'll open the blinds and then it's time to close the blinds, it seems like I think there's a bunch of overlapping and stuff like that. Like that somebody brought that up and I was like, that sounds really reasonable. But I think what's actually happening is oh, you've got thank you, I will look for it. Okay, if anybody new comes on and I'm just not noticing, you can comment in the chat if you have a question that you want me to read on. So it feels like strange things happen. Um, for example, I know somebody that was mowing grass, they had their foot right on the edge of the curb down by the street. And then she said the next thing she knew, her foot was sideways and she was falling into the street and really bad break. And it's like she said, I don't know how I went from my foot on the ground to it being the side of my foot. And I've had that happen. I talked about in on my other channel about I was cutting back rose bushes and I had a bucket of thorns and stems and stuff. And I was coming through a door and I was going to the left. The bucket was sitting to the right. And somehow I ended up falling to the right with my arm going in the bucket. So I think this is when they talk to our soul, because I do think our soul, the spirit that's inside of the soul body is under hypnosis here. I know a lot of cultures have talked about this being a dream or being whatever, but I feel like they're talking to the soul and groups of souls and telling them what to see in the outer world. That's why we all see the same thing. And I feel like when you're doing something and dark forces, whatever you want to call it, want to interfere, they'll tell your soul to visualize a different timeline or jump you, and then you jump like that. So if you say the phrase everything is working in my favor, it kind of resets the soul back to, okay, now you're trying to hypnotize it, but when you say everything's working in my favor, the soul remembers, oh yeah, this is I'm supposed to just be turning to the left and going back in the house. So I feel like they can put these overlays and things on us in the moment. But anyway, that's just a thought and what I read on this morning about the crazy time stuff and people, even people that aren't aware of certain things, are noticing. Like, I had a friend call me and say that she noticed, well, she's kind of aware, but um, she noticed that she didn't feel like she was where she was. And I've had this happen where I've driven home and I'm about to turn in and I'm like, everything looks different. This doesn't look right. So we're not crazy. It's just all kinds of time anomalies. And I can talk even deeper into that on the other channel, but let's see. So we've got 3 people watching. So if any of the 3 of you have a question, drop it in the chat and I will read on it live. Otherwise, we'll wrap up and I'll do another live. I'm going to attempt to do these every week. So we'll do live reads and all the other fun stuff I mentioned. So we've been on 16 minutes, so we'll wait a couple minutes here, 17 minutes, and then we'll probably close it down because this is going to take a bit to get this off the ground and get YouTube sharing and stuff. But I'm very grateful for everybody that did come over and subscribe. We'll get more and more into it, and I'm going to cover a lot of things on here. It's just starting out right now. But if there is anything you want to see on the channel, by all means, comment. All right, so we just have the question about the kitty. So let's just pick us a card then for all of us. For the rest of the week, we have Justice card reversed. People trying to turn your justice against you, trying to, this to me means people coming in that are bad soulmates. What do I mean by bad soulmates? Soulmates are people from past lives, and I go into what past lives actually could be. But anyway, that's not the point here. But people from past lives that you've had bad experiences with, and it creates this loop, and you keep meeting up with them lifetime to lifetime, just like you do people that you have good experiences with. And these are soulmates. They're people you've had some type of experience with in a previous lifetime. So it feels like these people trying to come in, or, well, they're already here with justice because we have the yellow background. So people coming in, and what they do is loop the bad experiences. Sometimes this can be NPC type people, people causing trauma, justice not being done, don't listen to you, call you crazy when you try to tell them your beliefs or whatever. So, yes, because he's got the sword of truth up, or she, it's actually, I think, supposed to be a female in this card, got the sword of truth up. And when you speak your truth, they don't want to hear it. You're crazy. Or when you try to be true to yourself and what's right for you, and they are pushing their agenda of, no, you should be this way, you should be that way. But mainly this is not being clear of mind and purpose. and with it reversed like this. And normally this card is the just will receive justice. So we're going to flip this right side up, something I always do, because just because a card comes up reversed doesn't mean it doesn't have its right side up meaning as well. But you have to claim it. So we're going to claim the right side meaning of this card, which means contracts, which includes past life contracts, but any kind of legal contracts or paperwork that could be considered legal, anything of the sort is working in our favor. Justice is given to the just, and our truth is leading the way. And we're not going to allow people to come in and interfere with us or screw with us, all this kind of stuff. All right. So I think we'll close it down. Thank you for the three of you that got on. That's wonderful. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for being here. And chat, I am going to start taking either donations at some point to do this because I've been on YouTube for years and I haven't made anything. And I got to start, I want to carve this time out, but I do want to take donations, even if it's $1, or I will do a join thing where, and then keep this free. I'm not sure yet, but I'm following the advice of business managers and things like that, people that are very good at this kind of thing. So I got to start doing what I need to do. And hopefully all of you will understand if you've watched me on my other channel and you've come here. I think that's it for now. So thanks, Ellen, for your question, and we're going to close it down.